All right, so this is my official first YouTube video. I just had some realizations that I wanted to share with people. Sorry, I'm just gonna lower the volume down for here. So my name is Sen. To keep it short, I quit my corporate job 4 months ago. I have two kids, and I'm in a very good position in my life where I can actually afford to retire at the age of 38. For some, that might be late because I know kids, they're doing it much faster. But I wanted to share my journey, and my journey has been pretty good. Let me just close this door. So, like, I was able to do that because I changed my mindset to in a totally new way. Like, I just rewired my brain. Okay, so what happened was when I was growing up, I came from a very fear-torn country. So Sri Lanka. I came from Sri Lanka to Canada. We had to flee the war. So there was a lot of limiting beliefs there. So with those limited beliefs, because of the environment that I was in, I picked those beliefs up. So my family and I, we always, when my parents came here to Canada, they're like, you have to work hard and you have to go get like a job, a nice job after school so that you can be successful. That's basically what they said. But the one thing they never told me is that you can actually do things that excites you and you can still be successful even at a more accelerated rate than what they were telling you. So right off the bat, you're taught all these limiting beliefs, or I was anyways, right? So now growing up, my parents, they were pretty good with they bought a house and they always paid it down. So we weren't like completely poor. Like my parents worked factory jobs and restaurant jobs. We had nothing. But they were very, very frugal and thought about, hey, I need to purchase a house. And they always had them instilled in them. I don't know, in Sri Lanka maybe like renters aren't whatever, like there's not a lot of them or whatever, but they knew that they had to own land. So that's one good thing my parents did. But anyway, so I started investing in real estate at the age of 21, 22. I made, I got the rental property to a decent portfolio, and when I was able to retire from that, I started doing other stuff. I'm still working. Don't get me wrong. This is not like, I don't want to sell you guys real estate coaching or anything like that. Don't worry about that. What I'm trying to do is just share my journey with you guys so that you guys can benefit and I can learn more by giving back to the world. I kind of want to leave like a legacy behind. It's just something that came to me naturally and I believe that I can do it. So therefore I am here, right? So yeah, that's kind of like my story. I'll expand on it more. But yeah, the book that started everything off is this book here, Think and Grow Rich. Okay, it's all on. You've been seeing this stuff. A lot of people do book reviews on this stuff. This is one of the most profound books ever when it comes to success, when it comes to spirituality. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about because I'm a very spiritual person. And from that perspective of spirituality, we can talk about this book. Okay, the book starts by talking about desire. Okay, right off the bat, that's a spiritual context. Desire is something that your soul aspires to advance to in every phase of your life. Okay? We're an infinite being. We're experiencing this world in an infinite way. Right? Meaning that right now you as a soul are having multiple experiences and this is just one version of them. And you chose to be here on this planet. And that all came with desire. Okay? You get how that works, right? The only inclination to success, the only inclination for your soul to expand, etc., is desire. If you desire something, that means you can go and get it. That's your soul telling you, hey, you potentially can develop the skill and you have a natural gift towards that direction, so therefore you can go towards that direction. Desire. So the book already starts it off like that, right? So remember that. Desire is the key that gets your soul to take action, to move, and to expand. Otherwise, nothing would exist. Think about when you were on this planet, right? You desired to walk, to crawl first of all, and then to walk, right? Get food, and you fulfilled all those desires, and your desires just keep expanding. And then you want to go to grade 1, grade 2, or whatever it is, right? You don't really have to go through that level, by the way. You can educate yourself without thinking that you have to go in layers, right? But that's desire. Right? Desire is the thing that keeps you going. You desire to have sex at one point, so you desire to have a girlfriend or whatever it is. You know what I mean? And you, through desire, started to attract those things into your life. It all starts with desire. A plant desires to grow. A seed desires to grow. Think about that. You're just expanding, right? Ooh, right? Everything expands. Nothing stays the same. If you're contracting, you're dying. You must be expanding because the world's going to expand and your soul's going to expand. Everything expands, right? Okay, so, and then it's funny, right? Because I'm taking this from a spiritual, so I'm not going to go by concept by concept, but there's another element that Napoleon Hill wrote about in this book too, and he wanted us to figure it out. And he left it out, and I think it was in, this version has it, right? But he left it out in other books because people thought that he was crazy when he said this. And he mentioned vibration, okay? Vibration is the root of everything, okay? Like, it is the fundamental thing that makes this world go. And guess what vibration is? It's the language of God, if not God, okay? Consciousness, vibration, God wants to expand through your perception of everything that you go on in life, okay? So it wants to expand, and it's expanding through your eyes, okay? You are God experiencing this whole reality, okay, as an ego journey that you chose to experience. All right? So that ego around you is your human self. That's the part that's actually holding you limited. Because in every other realm, we don't think that we're limited. We know we're connected to God. It's just this one version you chose to have coma and then experience it like that here. You get that, right? So vibrations is everything. Everything has vibration. Everything is moving. It just depends on how well you want that vibration to go. Law of attraction, like attracts like, or how negative you want to experience that. Once again, you're going to get what you put out is what you get back. That's exactly what you're going to get. Right? So vibration, everything is vibration. If you want success, visualize yourself as successful and you'll get there. If you want wealth, visualize yourself as a wealthy person, and your brain will start working towards that direction. You can't get caught up in the everyday vibrations because there are negative vibrations, etc. And this is the difficult part. You have to experience that to know the good part of it as well, right? Just don't stay in the negative part for too long. Everyone's going to experience it. You just have to see everything from a neutral light and move on. You know what I mean? And then look at the positive things and expand on those things, and more of those things will come up. Like, you noticed, right? A lot of people in society today, they're usually having the same problem over and over again, and they can't figure it out. They're like, I'm a victim of this problem. They just have a view of it that they are a victim of this problem, or they have a limiting belief around that thing, so they're going to experience it over and over again. Think about it. If I had a view, a limiting belief that I had to work for 35 years and then retire, to what? Retire? Like, that would have kept me in that job for the longest time, because that's what society wants you to think, right? Majority of the people are doing that, 9 to 5, rat race or whatever it is, right? 9 to 5, and then they go on and they go to, you know what I mean? That's what they're doing. Like, if I had that belief, I would still be in the corporate world, right? It's insane, right? You think about that and you're like, well, this makes sense, right? So I changed my belief. I'm like, dude, I can retire. I can retire early. Okay, so that's how I was able to do it. But yeah, so so desire is number one key in this book. I love that part. And then he talks vibrations. He talks about vibrations throughout this book, right? Thoughts, talks about thoughts. Thoughts matter. The type of thoughts you put out, you emit a certain frequency, and that comes back to you. That's what's going on. It's all a frequency game, vibrations, frequency, etc. Right? So pick up this book, guys, and if you need a copy, just email me and I'll give you this one. I'm trying to get rid of my books. I've read them all, etc. So whenever I do one of these, I'm going to give it away. That way, it's kind of like passing good karma, right? So anyways, hopefully you guys, I like this. I can do a lot of these. Maybe I'll do more of these books, right? Or the same one, I'll just look at it from a different light and as a discussion point. Okay, so Sen Vivek, nice to be introduced to you guys. This is like off the cuff. Dude, whiteboard. Haven't seen these in the longest time. And then I put one up, I'm like, might as well make use of it. Okay, peace out. Bye.